Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gamers. This is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for this episode of 7 Days to Die Alpha 16, in which we are heading southwards towards the edge of the world as we know it. And so far we have got an unimpressively small distance of 1.9 kilometers from our base. Whoop, go me. I've spent most of the night, well, I spent the entire night up here, on this little ledge with the fire alight. I have taken my fuel out of it, yes, because I had to, basically. I just didn't really get the opportunity to put that off, because every time I tried, I froze to death virtually, so that was fun. Ooh, hello, that's not quite what I meant. There we go. We've had a fairly peaceful night of it, really. We're still looking for a cooking pot, because if we can't find it, we've got meat. And now we've got eggs too, so we can make bacon and eggs. But only if we can find a cooking pot. Actually, we need a grill for bacon and eggs, wouldn't we? Now, there's a possibility, I guess, that this diner will contain a cooking pot. I am willing to give it a go. Now, obviously, it's going to contain Zeds as well in it. Let's face it, it just is. Well, so far so good, folks. I'm also going to raid this cooler. Oh yeah, water. Beer? Well, I threw a couple of things out in the night. Because basically I deemed them to be... Oh, there we go, a crawler. I deemed them to be... Oh, he's sprained my leg. Brilliant. Unnecessary, frankly. But he has got some cloth fragments. We do need duct tape, however, to make something to mend our sprained leg. But there you go. Right, let's just have a little look through there. That is the kitchen. Is there a cooking pot? Not that I can see. Let's just take the door out. Obviously, we're going to find there's more Zeds back here, probably. No? Oh, excellent. Okay, well, in that case, we'll just have a little look in here. Okay, I will shed stuff as we go. Let's scrap that. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of Zeds out there by the look of them. Oh, possibly a horde, not sure. I think we've just attracted a bit of unwelcome attention. However, if we want to, yeah, that's a wandering horde, alright. Wow, they show up pretty quick, don't they? I was in there for all of 7 seconds. We're going to ignore those guys, because if we want to make any headway today whatsoever, we need to hit the road, Jack. And here is the road. So, we're going to head southwards on this road. It's taken us long enough to find a road that actually is heading southwards. And I'm going to check every rubbish pile I pass to see if it's got duct tape in it. Because we need to make a splint. And I knew this was potato seed. No, I knew this was going to happen. I knew we were going to end up with a splint requirement. And without the stuff with which to make one. That's my food. Oh, okay. I've got various things there. I can get shot off if we don't need them. Okay, I'll take your head off if you really insist. Have you got duct tape? I don't suppose. Glass pane. What use is that to anybody? It's no use to me, pal. No use at all. So I emptied out of my inventory various random things that I had. I mean, feathers we can make use of because we can make more arrows with those. Although if we use up the steel ones, we are going to be out onto stone ones, but I doubt very much we're going to use up that many arrows, to be perfectly honest with you. So we probably don't need the feathers so much, but I'm keeping them just in case because they're not so easy to replace straight away. And I've got rid of some animal fat that I'd got when I was carving, you know, and bones and things that I've got from carving up animals. We've got some meat on us, but not I've not kept the other bits, because at this point in the game, we really don't need them. Okay, there we go. We haven't, at this point, set a bedroll either. Do you know what? I'm not actually planning on dying, so I think probably we should be alright without a bedroll. No, that's no good to me. We should be alright without setting one. In any case, I don't really want to have to remake my bed. I am planning on sort of keeping this save active, as it were, or keeping a backup file thereof. That's weird. We've got a road going across the water over there. That still happens. It's a bit of an odd spawn. So yeah, as I've said before, I don't get in the habit of bombing my base at the end of a series or at the end of an alpha. I've got backup files going back to alpha 8 point something. Yeah, one of these days I might just do a Remember When. That would be quite cool to see, I think, in a funny kind of way. Keep watching the space, guys. You never know. Might do something strange like that. Hello, bunny. I'm going to ignore you. We've got how much meat? 33. When you've got a good skill, a good standard of knife skill, it is, and a machete in your hand, it is no problem to pick up. I don't know that we really need that, but cloth could be useful for making bandages too. I've only got 3 bandages here, so you know, you never know when you might be forced to bleed out constantly and get some more bandages. So no, I missed it completely. There we go. So yeah, we're a pretty good hunter at this point. A can of tuna. Don't actually require that tuna. Is there anything on me? You see, I don't really require that iron, do I? Not per se, no. I will just eat this tuna straight out of her pockets like that. There we go. And then we are 100% full, which should help us to heal up a little bit as well. We are full health in point of fact. 224, not too shabby. But obviously our speed is somewhat nerfed at this point, which is not ideal when you're sort of trying to cover distance. I did elect to leave the bike back at the base because I wanted the challenge, really, of having to hoof it, knowing that this kind of thing was going to happen, really. But a brass doorknob, no. We're 5 brass doorknobs right now. It's not going to help us along our way, really. Now, there's some glue here. I'm pretty sure that we can make glue with cloth. So, what I'm going to do is get rid of a couple of things that I don't think we're going to need, really. Like that old cache. And, like, we need the coal, definitely. We're probably not going to need more than 1 stack of beer, let's face it. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to see if we can make duct tape with that. Yo. And then we should be able to make ourselves a splint, shouldn't we? Splint. There we go. We make 2. Nice. That way, next time it happens, and it will, we have a spare. Marvellous. Genius. Okay, there we go. When you have a base, now they could come in handy. When you have a base that's kind of well stocked with everything, you tend to forget these little things. Hang on, I can make my own duct tape just as long as I have the right ingredients. Bit difficult when you're sort of on the move, of course. When you are transient without any particular base. And yeah, I've just got rid of all of that, so much for that. Now, can I make a bandage out of that? I guess I probably can, can't I? So let's just make a bandage out of that. There we go. We could even turn that if we had aloe. But then, yeah, we could turn it into a medicated bandage. But that would require us having aloe and putting that into a glass jar to turn it into aloe cream or whatever it's called. But, you know, we could do it. Woo! But the main thing that we need bandages for, really, I suppose, is just to prevent us from bleeding out when we get punched by Zeds. And I intend to keep away from them to, you know, prevent that from happening. But, hey, nothing is ever sure. Now, we're going southwest at the moment. And it looks like our road actually curves off in that direction. So we won't necessarily stick to roads. But there's a massive lake here. So maybe what we need to do, we need to leave the road at this point. I'm still searching rubbish piles for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, because I really don't need to. We'll have that though. Eggs. Nice. We still need a cooking pot, of course. So we're going to leave the road and we're just going to go cross country. Straight across here. Oh, there's a trader, is it? Oh my goodness, that might well be a trader over there. I don't have any cash. Oh, I have 52 tokens. Whoop. But I also have this schematic, which I can sell for 350. But I don't know if he'll have a cooking pot to sell us. We should be able to pick up a cooking pot pretty easily anyway. I don't think we could pick one up in the traders, but you never know, do ya? So, yes, I heard a zombie, but they're nowhere near me, really. Yep, that's definitely a trader. I can see the flag now. And there's a path over here as well, which might be going more in the right direction for us. I do like to follow roads and paths, because that way you are more likely to find things, places. Hey up, Steve. Hey, I do love being able to one-shot the zombies. But also, hunting's pretty good. I think I can see a bear over there. Yeah, don't see many of them around now. The devs seem to be a little bit less bear happy these days. We used to have tons of them. Everywhere you went, you got a bear in your face. Which, yeah, I mean, I think... Is that a bear? That is definitely a bear. Look at the size of that thing. We've got to be a little bit careful with bears. They're quite boss. I mean, at this point, you'd think I would be also. Look at the size of it. It's huge. And it's up a bush. Obviously, because something that size isn't going to crush the bush. Now, what we could do, of course, which would be a little bit cheaty, would be to go in there and then fire at the bear, shoot at the bear. But I'm not sure that that would be particularly honourable, would it? That said, getting in a fight with a bear is not going to really help our cause. We have 33 meat. We arguably don't need any more than that. We should just get on with it, really, shouldn't we? So let's do that. That is the first bear I've actually seen in this alpha, though, which is quite kind of exciting, really. Oh, coffee beans. Don't need coffee beans. Okay, so we've got a chemistry bench there. Up, we've got a campfire, mixer, we've got all the usual stuff. And I'll just scrap that. There we go. Now, I do have a bit of iron on me. If there was a working furnace around here, it's destroyed. Whoop-de-doo. So we're not going to actually be able to... Oh, I'm too hot now. Excuse me while I put my clothes back on. And my poncho. How ridiculous. Okay, now, where's the actual trader in this joint? Up there somewhere in his treehouse. Hello, there's an actual tree. Okay, there we go. Let's go the other way then. I do find this place a little bit confusing. Oh, this one. There he is. Okay. Hey, Joel.
Just the thing for what's ailing you.
Uh-huh. Right, well, I'm going to sell you this. Whatever. Even if you haven't got anything else very much for me. I'm going to sell you that. And I want to know if you have a cooking pot, because right now, and you don't, that's rubbish. The only thing that's actually of any use to me, whatever, is a cooking pot, and you don't have it, so you're no flaming use to me. Bye-bye then. Well, at least we've... Ouch, that was stupid. At least we've managed to get rid of something out of my... What have I got? Oh, I've got more than a stack of feathers. We don't need more than a stack of feathers. No more feathers, please. Okay, there's not going to be a cooking pot in that either, so... Okay, southwest. South is straight up that way, so we'll kind of head... Oopsie, bear. We'll head over in this direction, I think. Water is something we're going to have to watch out for. Of course, the other thing we bought a cooking pot for is to make sure that we can actually keep our water supply replenished. Of course, the main reason I left the bike behind was because this would actually be a relatively short expedition if we had a bike. So, that said, we are expecting, you know, the next horde is going to be at day 119, and I'm not really planning on facing a horde. End up transported straight back to base by a horde, but you never know. I might go that far. We shall see. But at this point, I'm sort of quite keen to sort of start our next little Waiting for Alpha 17 series, which is going to be a modded one. And I've been doing a bit of playtesting for that, which is kind of exciting actually. So I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy it as well, because it's a little while since we did a modded series. Now, while I'm right next to some water, wouldn't it be a good idea to pick up... Oh, there's a campsite. You see, campsite to me still says cooking pot, but they don't have them anymore. They don't have them anymore. So, so that's not ever so helpful in point of fact. But we'll have a bit of a check and see what is here. Alright. There's a deer. Ah, now that's a military type of campsite actually. We're probably going to have some zombies in military gear here. I would have thought. No? Oh, yeah, there he is. Oh, no, it's a hazmat. Well, they're not so hard. Bye-bye. Oh, gosh, there's another one. Any more? Anybody else around here? Oh, yes, here we go. Oh, but... Oh, several of them. Oh, that was unfair. No, it was perfectly fair. And above board. He got me perfectly fairly. It was my own stupid fault. Okay, is there anybody else? Is that it? Have I got you all now? Let's see. What about you? You've got an AK-47 barrel. Yeah, I kind of like my gun parts, actually. And you have got nothing. Okay, here we go. So, unlikely to find a cooking pot, but nitrate powder. Time was, but I don't need any now. Alright. And munitions crate. Always worth checking these. You can get stuff that you wouldn't necessarily otherwise get. It's not necessarily going to be... Oh, hello. Not necessarily going to be ever so helpful to us on this trip, but, as I say, fridge bottom. Okay, actually, no. I don't need those jars. So we'll get rid of those. There we go. And did I check this? I did not. Okay, that's not much use. Let's just scrap that. Right. On our merry way then. So we're going this way. This way. Alright. So that's east. We're going to head along this path. Maybe actually we should ignore the path and just head straight over there where there's another lake. But if we go up to the top of this hill at least, the top of this rise, we should be able to get a fairly decent view of what lies ahead. Oh, there we go. Now, I only want eggs. Got any eggs? No. Okay. We've got vultures. Whoopee. Oh, there's a deer there. Kind of asking for it, aren't you, Rudolph? Kind of asking for it. But I've got plenty meat. We don't need to we don't need to randomly murder that deer. Not necessary. So we've got mountains. We've got a wolf. I might have to kill him just to kind of, you know, stop him from killing me. Preemptive. Preemptive strike. We should be able to one-shot this guy. Perhaps not. Two shot though. Okay. There we are. Now we've got more animal fat. And animal bones. No, not picked up any bones. Oh yeah, we did. There we go. Don't need those. Yeah, there's someone coming over. And he tried to hit me with that arm he no longer had, which is quite funny actually. Black shirt. No, you can keep the black shirt. Okay, we're still headed pretty much south, so I'm happy. We'll stay on this path. Maybe we'll see where it comes out. It might lead to a road or it might lead to a prefab. I don't know. Obviously, we're going to have to find somewhere to hold up for the night. Hey, hoodie. Now, that's not a very nice way of greeting someone, is it? Not very. And he hit me as well, the beast. But he didn't do that much damage. Well, hello. Breeze blocks. The stickiest substance known to man, the common breeze block, will stop your mini-bike dead in its tracks, and also you. Okay, scrap. And how are we doing for water? Well, I'm going to just drink these, to be honest, and then I will put down the jars as well. So we do that. There you go, you see. That is fine. We don't need any more than that. That is quite sufficient. Oop, there we go. There's a prefab. We'll have a look to see if there's any eggs in these. No, that's fine then. I'm going to check this place out. I can't remember if there's... Normally, where cooking pots... Oh, we've got... Oh, we can tell we're getting closer to the edge, guys. Look at those flickering, mind-bending shadows we've got turning up. Oh, I apologise in advance. That's only going to get worse. We're going to end up with the DTs as well. Yep, there it goes. Lovely. Yeah, we didn't do this to suffer. Hopefully that will be straightened out by Alpha 17, but I'm not holding my breath. This has been an issue for some time. It's a spider. Beating the place up randomly for no particular reason. put him out of his misery if we possibly can, shall we? He must be downstairs, actually. Okay. I'm only really interested in whether there's a cooking pot in here. There's a nice wrench, but I don't want that. Is he dead? Bit odd if he's dead. I didn't kill him. Okay. Paint. No. Okay, so much for that. Sometimes random, zombies randomly do that. I'm just going to shoot him in the... Oh no, he just fell asleep again. How odd was that? Okay. Getting out of his flaming way would be a good plan at this point, wouldn't it? Because he's irradiated, which means quite boss. Oh, and he just jumped over the side. I might just ignore him, to be honest. I don't think there's anything that we seek here. And those guys take quite a lot of killing, actually. I'm going the wrong way now. We need to go south. We need to carry on further south. Past Monsieur. Oh, there's two of them. Nice. Well, they can stay there. Just play nice, boys. I'm just going to leave you to it. See you later. Possibly never. So, we could have stayed there overnight, I suppose, but it's only 17:13. And I'm just wanting to put a few K on the clock if we can. We've probably got quite a few of those by now, haven't we? Well, we've lost about 12 health, which isn't too bad going, really. Oh my goodness me. Are we going to spend the night in a lake then? Okay, I'm not too sure about this. What's best to do? We could spend the night treading water in the middle of a lake. It is entirely possible. One can do these things. No, I don't want to stab myself in that cactus. It's a relatively safe way because they can't get to you because zombies can't swim. You are wet. We've got a long old swim ahead of us, which is why I thought I'd take the plunge and get on with it right now. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can just do that hovercraft thing. Yeah, that's still a thing. We can still do this. So we're going to do this. This is going to be kind of dull, guys, so I'm going to speed edit this. But we're going to see if we can get across this and then find somewhere to, securely hide out for the night. I can see a building on the horizon sort of to our left a little bit. So maybe there. Or actually there's one dead in front of us. So we're going to aim for that. Obviously we're going to have to clear out some Zeds. But we should have time to do that. We should be good. Whew. Okay, that took a lot of time and a lot of stamina. And I've finally arrived. There we go. I had to stop halfway to put my coat on as well. It is now 8 PM. Oh, ow! Stupid thing. And I thought I saw some sort of house here, but maybe I was deluded. I can't see it now. It seems to... Oh, it's way, way, way over there. Wowzer. Okay, I'm going to ignore these zombies completely. And just sort of make a beeline for that shack. Good lord. Distant objects may look closer than they actually are. It's a long old way off still. At least we could just run through that. Relative, there's a biker there who I'm going to ignore completely. And we're going to, as much as possible, we're going to skirt this water. I've had quite enough of a swim for one day. And we've still got to deal with, and we're puffing and panting, which doesn't happen so much these days. We've got quite a lot of stamina, but it took a lot to get across there. And we've still got to deal with whatever Zeds we find in this building up ahead, which I still can't quite see what kind of building it is. We're in a plains biome. There's a campsite right there, but they are absolutely zero use when it comes to finding somewhere to actually shelter. Okay, it's just a shack, but that's okay. That suits me fine. Alright, we've got 100 stamina, even if she's making a drama out of it. Okay, I'm going to get my machete for this. We've got a hoodie stomping around outside. There we go. Down he goes. And then we're going to see who's in here. Let's just... pop in through the window if we can. Cutting this one fine. Cutting this one fine, folks. Oh, okay, there's a guy here. Bye-bye. Well, there's an irradiated. Oh, chuff. And a biker and stuff. Okay, he's dead. And what about you? She's gone. The irradiated, I'm not so sure about. Yay! Gone. Okay, we're going to take you out as well, pal. And let's see, anybody else? Probably someone in here, isn't there? Well, let's just take this out rather than going through the door, because zombies love doors. And anyway, it's probably easier to break the wall than the door. Excellent. I think that may be the lot. Right, time to make this place a little more secure then. Not much time, just a little. There we go. Put those in there. And then the only thing I really plan on doing here is taking out these stairs. There we go. Sugar. There we go. Missed that. Take that out. There we go. Oops. But one more. There we go. Alright. They ain't getting up here now. And I don't think... It's a bit of a funny light that we've got here, but I don't think we're going to have any visitors. Trash compactor. Miso soup. Don't mind if I do. It's pretty good for rehydrating as well as... there we go. And we can just do this as well. There we are. Yeah, pretty good for rehydrating as well as allowing us to regain some food. So that's good. And then I've got a few cupboards here. Oh, look, more splints. Why the heck not? Knowing what I'm like. Right, let's just take the risk of preying on this safe in the middle of the night. And then we'll take a look and see where we've actually got to during today's adventure. And we'll see how far south we've come and how far we think we have still to go. Okay, compound bow body. Oh dear, we seem to have attracted some attention. Now, I definitely want this compound bow body. And possibly more than I want some of the other things that I've got here. I'm going to put that bandage down simply because I can do without it. We can gather some cotton and make some more if we really need to. I don't think this prefab has a cooking pot in it. We're too hot now. Of course we are. Let's see. Have I got my... There we go. I've got my coat on now. Where did that come from? Did I do that? I hope not. I'm just going to hop onto these beds and hide. We've got, I think, a random Z braying on the wall or downstairs, so we shouldn't probably worry about that too much. Yeah, you, pal. So we're at 4884. So we're probably really sort of fairly near to the border, so we may be able to do this within another episode, which would be quite good. So yeah, because we've actually covered really quite a lot of distance today. That's so we don't look like we're that further off in the map. Oh, look, there's a drop way over there. We are kind of, yeah, look at this. Yeah, we have gone quite a long way down, actually, haven't we? Mostly across that water. That's what took the time, really. So yeah, with all luck, we should be at the death zone in the next episode, I guess, guys. And what we do there, well, I haven't quite decided yet, but I hope that you guys will join me for that. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Hit that like button and let me know. Also, feel free to leave me your hints and tips and suggestions in the comments there. And as ever, till the next episode, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye-bye for now.